Hey everybody, I'm Johnny Scoville. This is Chase the Heat. Oh, I got for you today. I don't know if you can see it, kind of far away from the camera. Skobiyan. Alright, now Skobiyan is a sauce made by my friend Neil Smith. Now a lot of you guys know that, because you've heard me say this in the past, way before I ever started my YouTube channel. I was a big fan of Neil Smith's channel. He was the very first person to ever start a YouTube channel for reviewing chilies and sauces and such. And I'm a fan. When I had a chance to go to Australia, I had lunch with Charlotte, his wife, Neil, his daughter Simone. It was just their daughter. It was just an amazing time. And Skobiyan is one of his sauces. Now it's a product of Australia, obviously. Let me read you the ingredients on here. All right, it's got Nashi pears, Trinidad scorpions, lemon, lime juice, red and white vinegar, sugar, pepper, salt, and spices. So I'm kind of excited about that. He's a great sauce maker. He's just a really cool guy too. Alrighty. Let's see here. Okay, I'm not sure you can see the consistency of it from the can where you are. It's not a very thick sauce. Beautiful though. You can tell there's a lot of spices and stuff in there. While I was out with Neil, I got a chance to eat a chocolate bubblegum. I had never eaten a chocolate bubblegum before, and we had a chance to do a review in his home. One cool thing Neil does in a review when we're eating a pod is he'll have the actual plant that he plucked the pods from in the video, and that's really kind of cool to give people a chance to see where the pepper came from. But this is Skobiyan. It's a Trinidad scorpion sauce. And on the label, I don't know if you can tell on the label, that's a scorpion on the label. I don't know if you can tell. Kind of far from the camera. God, if you guys could know how pretty a day it here is, and you know, I got all kinds of people. Usually when I do videos in the park here, there's not, because I haven't done one here on the weekend. It's usually not like covered with people. And there's, I wish I could turn the camera on. There are these ducks here when they have their little babies, and the babies are like that big, and they're kind of, the moms and dads are just kind of chilling out with their paddles, their feet doing a little slow thing, but the kids, the little ducklets or whatever they are, little chicks, pedaling their little feet off. It's pretty cute. All right, so let's see the aroma. Ooh. Boy, it's pepper forward. Getting a little bit of the vinegars, but it's just like a blast of peppers in your nose. All right, I think it's gonna be a warm one. I can't remember when I was with Neil if I tried this when I was with him. I think I may have. Give it a good shake and we'll give it a shot. Boy, it smells good. All right, here's the pour, friends and family. Now, you know, sometimes sauces smell differently on the spoon than they do out of the bottle. So we'll do a little comparison here. Here's a funny thing. I'm in a park. There's wind blowing. It's not like the comfort of a controlled environment like my living room or where I shoot videos inside. We're outside, and it's stronger on the spoon than it is out of the bottle. Which is kind of crazy. You think the wind would dissipate the aroma, but it's not. It's a very, very strong aroma. I like it. All right. So from, and guys, check him out. Check out his channel. His company is the Hippy Seed Co. I'll put a link in for below in the description box. But he's got some great products. If you're in Australia, you probably know about him. A lot of people in America know who Neil is. If you haven't leaned into the pitch and take one for the team yet, you need to. He ships to America. Here's his Skobiyan. I'm Johnny Scoville. This is Chase the Heat. We'll leave the top off of this and have maybe a little bit more. All right, his heat scale says, oh, he doesn't have a heat scale. Yeah, he says it's a 15 plus. You know my scale, it's 1 to 10, but. Pears is a really neat, kind of definitely getting the flavor of the pears, but the perfect balance of the lemon and lime juice in there, it's amazing. But boy, it's definitely pepper forward. So here's the deal, you guys, as far as heat, you know what's interesting about this sauce? The first thing that strikes you when you taste this, me anyway, there's a sweetness to it. It's not overly sweet at all, but there's a really neat balance of the salt and the sweet that I think you'll like. But as far as heat, let's talk about that for a minute. This is a hot sauce. There's no doubt about it. I would say that first, if you're somebody who is not chasing the heat at all and you don't ever eat anything hot, you're going to find this to be a very warm sauce. It would be, I'm trying to think, if you're somebody not eating hot stuff at all, this would be probably like a 9 for you. Maybe even if you're totally not accustomed to it, you might even shock you might shock you and you might say it's a 10. If you're somebody who's eating hot stuff and you're on your journey, you'd probably find this somewhere in the neighborhood of a 6 or a 7. It's probably a 3 for me. I usually come about 5 points under the average person, but there's great flavor, great finish, no bitterness, a really neat balance of the sweet and the salt. And I'm not sure what spices he's using, but you can certainly get the pepper. It's just very, very tasty. I like it. I approve. All right, so the last couple times I've done reviews for Neil, a lot of you guys in Australia, I don't think it's happened too much in America, but a lot of Australians have said how much you love his sauce. If you've had sauces from Neil Smith, go to the comment section and toss a comment in there. I know he likes it and I do too. If you haven't and you live in Australia, I don't know what you're waiting for. Get some from Neil. They're amazing. If you're in America, he does ship here, so I do know some people who've had their sauces, and you have a big following here, Neil. Anyhow, very, very cool. All right, so I was going to tell you. At the end of the video, you're going to see a pepper right here. Click on that pepper, please. When you do that, you're part of the family, all right? In the description box, you'll see a link for Neil's and the Hippy Seed Company. You'll see a link for this t-shirt, guys. Another week or so left. Get them while you can. I think you'll like it. It's a pretty cool t-shirt. They're comfortable as can be. It's a little different than this. This one has the big logo on the back. The new ones do not. It just has the Scoville formula on the front. And right above it has the Scoville Chase the Heat logo. You'll also see links for the Chilli Cherry Nightmare and the Tubes of Terror. Oh, and these, you guys. Coolest sunglasses ever. I'm in love with them. If you want a really great pair of sunglasses, go to William Painter and use the promotional code Scoville Squad. They love the Scoville Squad, you guys. Get yourself a $30 discount. Anyway, I love you guys a lot. Thanks for hanging out with me. Sorry for the shadows playing on me. This is where the bench is. It's made of iron, and I'm not moving it. Let me move around and say goodbye to you. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Let me sit in real close just for a second. This is the label. In case you didn't see it before, this is the label. All right, it's really kind of neat. So right here, as I said, that's the pepper. Click it. I love you guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I'm Johnny Scoville. This was Chase the Heat.